Okay, so you've done all of your stretch and folds. It's been 3 to 4 hours and she's ready. So she should look something like this, doubled in the size than you had her in the beginning, a little bit smoother on top, and all of her gluten strands have formed, okay? We're gonna take our unbleached flour. We've cleaned our work surface. Get a nice good work surface going for yourself. And sprinkle down some flour on your work surface just so she doesn't stick. Okay, you could use your silicone spatula. I have this little guy and I like to scoop her out with this. So just use your silicone spatula, your hand. I just scoop underneath her and I kind of pick her up in one fell swoop. We're gonna place her down there. Get a little bit more flour. And also have your bowl with your fabric napkin in it, or a little basket like this size with the fabric napkin in it. Have that nearby as well, because that's where it's going next. So now that we have this little ball of mountainous dough here, we're going to start to stretch her out for her last set of stretch and folds, okay? So pick her up, start to work her around, really kind of stretch her out nice and thin. This is where we're going to create all of those beautiful air bubbles inside of sourdough bread. So take her down and stretch her out. She's very elastic now. She wasn't in the beginning, but now she is because we did a lot of stretch and folding. So stretch it out like you're gonna make a pizza pie almost. Okay. All right, that's a good size, okay? Now, my favorite trick, now you can do whatever trick works for you. I do them all different ways depending on what I put inside my bread, but plain is the easiest to roll. So we're gonna go on the long side and we're just gonna start to fold it over like we're gonna make cinnamon buns, okay? I like to scoop my flour off to the side because I need it to be a little bit stickier. So now you have this long sourdough snake here. We're gonna start at one end and we're gonna start rolling her, okay? Roll her all the way up. Now, plop her down, okay? Take 2 hands, put it on top of her, pull it towards you, okay? Keep going like that. Keep bringing it back to where you started, okay? Keep pulling. We are creating a dough ball, okay? You need this in order to create elasticity and rise in the sourdough. If you skip this step, she will not rise, okay? Keep going. If she gets sticky, just go ahead, put your hands in some flour and keep pulling. Honestly, what we want her to look like is a dough ball of pizza dough. Really, when you buy pizza dough in the store, it looks like this. And you want her to be smooth, you want her to be tucked, so you literally just keep doing this. Once you feel that she feels tucked enough, it might take a minute or two, and she's super smooth, right? She's got this little funny part at the bottom because that's where you're pulling her. I'm just gonna do it one more time, okay? We're gonna take the smooth side down. We're gonna take our basket or your bowl, whatever you have to put her into rise. Put a little bit of flour in there, just so she doesn't stick, okay? Then scoop her up. Now, smooth side down, okay? Put her down in there. So, do you see how she's kind of like a little rough right here? She's kind of like, she kind of separates a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do this pinching technique. So you're gonna go ahead and just take 2 sides, open up your fingers like this, and take 2 sides and pinch it together, okay? This makes it so that she doesn't keep doing that and just kind of flopping. We want to make her tight because we want her to rise up, not flat, okay? So go ahead and keep pinching just to make a little pinched line like that. So now she is very snug as a bug in a rug in her little tiny Banneton basket, okay? Now, you're going to take your plastic bag, your big plastic bag. Now, a grocery bag would work, anything that is plastic, or if you have not a reusable one, like a throw out, like shower caps work, or like those plastic coverings that you would put over like casserole dishes. Something that's loose though has to be loose on top because she's going to rise, okay? So let's put her inside of here. I like to shove it at the bottom. And I kind of like to give it a little bit of give. So puff it up at the top. Get some air in there. She's gonna grow. Seal her up, okay? Now place her in an uninterrupted spot in your house. I like to just place it on the dining room table, out of sight, out of mind. I honestly leave her there for 5 to 6 hours. So anywhere, I'm gonna suggest 4 to 6. Just let her rise at room temperature for 4 to 6 hours. After that 4 to 6 hours, so I usually like to do this about 2 o'clock in the afternoon to all my dough. And by the time I go to bed at 8 o'clock, they're going in the fridge to go to sleep. So after she has risen in here for about 4 to 6 hours, go ahead and put her in the refrigerator completely overnight. And you can watch the next video on how to take her out of this basket or bowl, whatever you have her in, and score her and bake her, okay?